Learning to lean into our strategy of waiting for the invitation is one of the most fundamental and most important parts of being an aligned projector, and yet is also often the most confusing. Waiting for the invitation can feel passive, it can feel disempowering, it can feel really unrealistic, especially if you are someone who is ambitious, who has goals that they want to achieve. If maybe you're running a business, being a projector myself, running my own business, and now having worked with hundreds of projectors, I totally get it. So in this video, I'm going to break down what waiting for the invitation actually means on a super practical level. I'm keeping it simple and actionable so that you can take this information and use it in your day-to-day life. Before we break down the process of what waiting for the invitation looks like, I find that it's much easier to get on board with this strategy when you actually understand why it exists. When we strip it back to basics, projectors are here to guide. We have very potent auras that pick up on things that other people don't, and because of that, we're great at giving advice, we're great at noticing patterns, we're great at identifying issues and the solutions to those issues. However, that kind of experience can be quite intense for others who are in our presence. Imagine constantly being given advice or opinions or suggestions when you haven't asked for them. Well, that is the experience that many people have when they're with projectors who are not following their strategy. So the first reason we need to learn to follow our strategy of waiting for the invitation is because when we don't and when we offer that advice freely, we're going to be met with resistance. Another reason it's so important for us to wait for the invitation is because our energy truly is precious. We don't generate our own life force energy because we don't have a defined sacral. By the way, if any of these terms that I am mentioning don't make any sense to you, then I invite you to check out some of my other videos where I actually go into explaining more about what a projector is and how to understand your projector chart. But essentially, because we don't have consistent access to that life force energy, it's extremely important for us to be intentional with how and when we engage the energy that we do have. So when we don't have boundaries as to when and how we use our energy for advice giving, for guidance, for support, what ends up happening is that we are essentially giving our energy away and are then left with nothing to show for it. So following a strategy is also self-preservation. It helps us be extra intentional with how and when we share our gifts. One of the biggest mistakes I see when it comes to waiting for the invitation is that people take the word waiting quite literally. So they use it as an excuse to be completely passive and to hide, and they call it alignment. So if that's what you're currently doing, then this is your reminder that waiting for the invitation is not a passive process. Waiting for the invitation doesn't mean playing small. It doesn't mean hiding. It doesn't mean procrastinating and waiting for things to fall into your lap. It's not an excuse to relinquish the control that you have over your own life and over your own choices. Instead, it's a framework that encourages you to shine, but do it in a way that is sustainable for you. So I'm going to jump in and actually show you step by step how we deconstruct getting the invitations that we desire. So take some notes and I'll see you here afterwards.
In order for us to receive invitations, okay, so we've been invited, we first need to be recognized. And we need to be recognized for the things that we want invitations for. In order for someone to recognize us, they first need to know that we exist. So they need to be able to see us somewhere, become aware of us. Okay, so they need to know we exist. And in order for someone to know we exist, we need to be visible somewhere. So we need to show up and we need to be sharing our wisdom, to be visible. And in order for us to want to be visible, we need to feel like we have mastered something, that we have a skill or a gift or anything that is of value to the other person and that we have mastered. Because remember, the projectors are about depth. So focus and depth are extremely important. And last but not least, in order for us to want to master something and to actually make the time for it, to have the confidence to pursue something, we need to recognize ourselves. So we need to recognize our own value, our own skills, our own gifts. So it begins with self-recognition. Now, the problem I often see with projectors who are not living in alignment is that they skip this part. Sometimes they do a little bit of this. They then try to be visible out of force, out of shoulds. They look at what everyone else is doing and they base their strategy on that, on what's working for others. And that means that they have needy energy. right? They have pick me energy. So people might know that you exist when you're doing that, but it's very unlikely that they're going to recognize you as the best person to help them, because energy speaks volumes. You can be saying all the right things, but if you've skipped these two, you're going to be saying them from a perspective of, I want recognition, right? I want external recognition, and therefore I'm going to push and try hard to get that. And people pick up on that kind of energy. They pick up on that need for you to prove. This is why so often projectors behave as if they've got something to prove, as if they've got a chip on their shoulder. That's why they overwork, they over-explain themselves, they overexert themselves, right? So that is not what we want. So if we run through this in the correct aligned way, we start with self-recognition. What does that look like on a practical level? Well, what this looks like is you doing the mindset work, and it's you making a conscious effort to get to know yourself. So this could be through something like human design, which is exactly what you're doing right now. It could be through different tools, but you want to identify and get comfortable with owning your gifts, with owning your skills, with owning your expertise, with owning your own value, the impact that you and only you, because there's only one of you, can bring. You then also want to focus on mastering and gaining expertise and depth in the specific topics that relate to the invitations that you want. Because why would someone ask you for guidance when you don't have the relevant knowledge, when you don't have the relevant expertise, when you don't have the relevant skill set? So we can't bypass this. This isn't everything, but it is an important step. I think sometimes we're in such a rush to get the invitations that we don't actually dedicate the time to the things that we want to be recognized for. And by the way, these three are the things that you can be doing when you are waiting for the invitations. So as you can see, this is no longer just waiting, but it's what I always refer to as preparing. This is how you prepare for invitations, because this side is within your control, and the way that you show up in this half of the equation is what contributes to how this half of the equation goes. Because if you are being visible, so if you're recognizing yourself, you're really leaning into your strengths and your skills, if you're mastering the topics that you want the invitations for, if you're becoming visible and sharing that wisdom with the world without expectation, then you're creating the right environment for people to, 1, know you exist, 2, recognize you, and 3, send those beautiful invitations your way. And when they do, and they will come, if you're doing these 3 things, the invitations will come, you will be ready for them. If you're not focusing on these 3 steps and only focusing on the invitations themselves, they might come, but you won't be ready. So this is waiting for the invitation broken down. I hope that helps.
Okay guys, I hope that was helpful. Breaking it down into this system really helped me understand what waiting for the invitation means and what it doesn't mean. And it also helped me understand what actions I could take and the things that I could start doing to attract more aligned invitations. And I hope that I've transmitted that to you as well. If you would like to learn more about waiting for the invitation or about being a projector in general, then I encourage you to check out my Projector 101 course, where I actually teach you things like this and so much more. I will leave a link in the description box below. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope to see you here in the next one. Bye guys.